2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A terrific evening. Look at... We are...
Kevin, thanks.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. And a chance here to check out some stats for Jimmy Butler.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
So here's Miami's starting group. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Kendrick Nunn out there with Robinson. And it's Butler in at the 3. And for the Celtics, down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point guard. And Tice gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Olynyk trying to break loose. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist from Robinson. Great, coming out of the All-Star break, a couple teams have really turned up the intensity, haven't they?
Playoff seedings are in sight, Kev, and no doubt this is a crucial stretch of the season, especially for teams that will be on the bubble.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Kicks it to Butler. "17-foot shot on the way. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Walker in the corner. Back to Brown. Over Butler. Poked away. Here's Thompson. No good on that one. Excellent D that time from Robinson.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Tatum against Butler. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Tice has got his second basket.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Now, here is Robinson. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Here's Butler. And Thompson sends it back.
Oh, the former Longhorn Thompson really elevating for the rejection. Love the energy, guys.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big-time play on both ends.
Out left to the wing. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Robert Williams comes in for Thompson. And it's Ogilvy in for Daniel Tice. And then for Miami, Achua, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Hero comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. Now here's Dragic. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Here's Walker. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Now this may be where Kemba Walker is most dangerous. Gets out in front of the defense, uses that speed and craftiness. Look out, Kemba coming at you.
Butler against Tatum. Hero passes to Butler, and they double up Butler. He feeds it to Dragic, and the shot is good.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Miami shooting their first free throw of the night.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pritchard passes to Williams. Five on the clock. Pass to Ojala. Williams trying to break free. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Back to Dragic. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Hero. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Williams in the post. Adebayo on him. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Dragic. It's stolen by Adebayo. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Back to Ariza. Passes it to Hero. He kicks it to Ariza. Outside Dragic. And there's another one for the Heat.
And Dragic can finish with ease if he gets to the bucket. So when his mid-range jumper is falling, the D doesn't know what to do with it.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Celtics lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Smart is out there with Williams. Then it's Williams. Then there's Teague. And it's Pritchard in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Dragic the pass to Ariza. That gives them the lead. Ariza's got the lead up to 1 now for the Heat.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide open teammate. A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
Pass to Ariza. Adebayo with the ball. The pass to Hero. Unloads from 9. Tries it from 19. They get it back. Adebayo on the follow.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Williams. Passes it to Hero. Back to Ariza. Kicks it to Dragic. Adebayo against Williams. Pass to Pritchard. Now Smart. He's looking for Williams and finds him. The kick out to T. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Heat. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
Now, here's Achua. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Now here's Williams. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Back to Teague. The pass to Williams. Here's Pritchard. Can they get it? Williams. And Williams is right there. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Adebayo finds Ariza. Here's Hero. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis. Ariza outside. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. Over Smart, and Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Ariza. 8 points for Bam Adebayo. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Count it, good. And it's a 7-point Miami lead.
Well, quality floor recognition from Trevor Ariza. If a teammate is open, I promise you he will deliver.
And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. They host the Kings after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And a new group in for the Heat. Olynyk is checked in for Achua. Butler comes in for Trevor Ariza. Robinson's checked in for Hero. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Butler kicks to Adebayo. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Thompson. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Pass to Brown. Stolen by Robinson. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, Nunn. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, Walker. From deep three-point range, he doesn't hit that one. And so that brings the first half to a close. Heat out front. They're up. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Their biggest deficit was 6 points. And that should...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Miami, Butler and Olynyk, the forward duo. Robinson is out there with Kendrick Nunn. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, how about the awareness of Kemba Walker? Make your teammate feel good with a pretty pass, Kemba.
Pass to Adebayo. Tries from 16. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Butler. And foul on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Tice passes to Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple. Tatum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This guy a sensational shooter. It doesn't take a lot of separation for Jason Tatum to put it in the basket.
Nunn passes to Olynyk. Back to Nunn. And Thompson sends it back.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Ojale is checked in for Thompson. Achua, he's checked in for the Heat. Nunn against Walker. Now, here's Nunn. Defense is right there. Butler from outside. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Walker the pass to Tice. And there's the call on Precious Achiuwa. That's his first foul. Some changes for Boston. Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Marcus Smart comes in for Brown. And it's Teague in for Walker. Then for the Heat, Trevor Ariza's checked in for Olynyk. Tyler Hero comes in for Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. Back to Ariza. Over to the wing. Hero cans it from downtown. Hero's got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Miami leading by 11.
Doris, when you're identifying the heart and soul of this Celtics team, Smart is always at the center of that discussion.
Marcus Smart is so passionate. He's so tough, so willing to get down and do the dirty work that affect winning. And consider the role he's taken now as the leader of the Celtics. The ability to mentor a young guy like Grant Williams. Marcus Smart, you want him on your side.
Yep, that one goes in there.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
Dragic the pass to Achiuwa. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. And the Heat lead by 11.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be, that could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Here's what Miami's going with right now. Adebayo is checked in for Achiuwa. And it's Olynyk in for Trevor Ariza. Pass to Hero. Back to Dragic. Butler kicks to Dragic. Left side Butler. Lets the 3 fly. Ojale grabs the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Butler. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, Butler took a pretty good hit there, but has the strength and the coordination to finish it. That's pretty.
And there's the pass to Ojale. Back to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Hero. The Heat rebound. Back to Dragic. Pass to Hero. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Thompson down out there with Daniel Tice. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Pritchard in at the 2 guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Here's Walker. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Tice kicks to Walker. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Rebound by the Heat. Olynyk got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Feeds to Robinson. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Nice open look, but it's no good. Passes it to Brown. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Don't you love how physical Jaylen Brown is? This guy is not afraid to draw contact.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Good on both. Miami leading by 8. Pass to Butler. Back to none. Robinson for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I play, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Brown against Robinson. And Butler gets it to go on the assist from Robinson.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Back to Walker. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Adebayo. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And it's Butler missing.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Butler's got the lead up to 13 now for Miami.
That's exactly what you want right there. Jimmy Butler being aggressive on the interior.
The 9-foot shot. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
There's the pass to Olynyk. None against Walker. None passes to Butler. Adebayo with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
It's stolen by Tice. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Heroes checked in for Duncan Robinson. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to none. There's the double team with Walker. Here's Hero. He's covered by Brown. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Celtics trail by 13. Walker surveying the floor. Brown outside. For the 3. That shot off. The Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Heat.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Bam Adebayo.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Butler with the ball, now guarded by Tatum. Pass to Nunn. And it's Miami with another.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Adebayo kicks to Butler. Passes to Nunn. Adebayo with the ball. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, GM. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
met. 2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And here were the Boston Celtics arriving earlier. The players with a look. And
Kevin, thanks.
oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, DA. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Tristan Thompson is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Tatum in at the 3. And for Toronto, they've got OG Anunoby. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. Now here's Brown. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Powell, the pass to Siakam. No good off the front iron. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year or midseason?
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. Now, here's Brown. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And he didn't ignore the defensive aspect either. I mean, his 3 blocks tell that story.
And here are the Raptors now, following the bucket by the Celtics. And that one, good.
And that's just smart basketball. Lowry reading the overcommitment and just whipping the ball to the open man.
Fast break, Toronto. And he banks in the layup.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Stolen by VanVleet. Now the Raptors moving it up. Lowry leading the charge. Count that one. Lowry's got his second bucket of the night.
And understands when to make the right play. Lowry refused to let the fast break opportunity go to waste.
Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won most improved player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Savvy move by Tatum. He's not just running the floor. He's running with the purpose of exploiting a defensive weakness.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Toronto. And then for Boston, Robert Williams comes in for Thompson. And it's Ogilvy in for Daniel Tice.
And that's what makes Lowry a great floor leader. Just unselfish in his attitude and great awareness of how to keep his teammates involved.
Tatum trying to break free. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Walker.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's VanVleet. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Johnson comes in for Norman Powell. Thomas checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. This is his first free throw of the game. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Both good from the line that time. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Thomas inside, guarded by Smart. Shots good by Baines.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Wow, he's coming out with a lot of energy tonight. He's looking strong.
Here's Pritchard. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Shot clock at 6. Thomas with the steal. Davis, that's for two. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's Pritchard. Stolen by Smart. Williams with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Smart passes to Williams. Here's Pritchard. Three-pointer. Kept alive. And Williams is right there.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Toronto Raptors. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, and sometimes it just comes down to a couple of critical plays which you need to execute in close, ugly games.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Outside Thomas. Pass to Boucher. Stripped it away. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. And the layup's good off the glass.
Like a freight train running downhill, Smart, unstoppable in the open court.
12 seconds left in the first. Passes it to Baines. Over Smart. And it's Baines missing. Got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Celtics lead by 4. Pascal Siakam before the game tonight shared his thought.
It was always a team, and I think we don't.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Toronto right now, we've got Aaron Baines. There's Boucher out there with Johnson. Then it's Thomas. And it's Davis in at the point guard position. Baines. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
And Teague has it in the corner. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And a new group in for the Celtics. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Daniel Tice comes in for Williams. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Semi Ojeleye. And it's Brown in for Marcus Smart. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And we've played through the first minute here in the second.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
Anunoby, and it's blocked by Brown.
Oh, just tenacious defense from Brown right there. I mean, superb at playing shutdown defense and stifling shooters.
Now here's Brown. And here is Tatum. 29 points for him last game against Cleveland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. Stolen by Van Vliet. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Powell.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Teague drives in. And Thompson kicks to Tatum. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Teague. The pass to Tice. The second chance effort. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats
And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Now Walker following the miss by Fred VanVleet from deep. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Raptors trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Siakam, right side. Pass to Powell. 3-pointer. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Walker. This one for 3. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Lowry. Down low. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Lowry's got 6.
You know, this guy just brings such heart and passion to the court. Lowry just doesn't let a little contact stop him from scoring. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Here's VanVleet following the basket by Jaylen Brown.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And they double up Brown. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Tice. We've got 1:18 left in the first half of the game. Davis kicks to Johnson. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics leading by 10. Brown against Thomas. Baines with the block. And he recovers it. Pass to Pritchard. Just 4 to shoot. Goes back up. And he gets the bucket. Here's Davis. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. To the middle, here's Johnson. Makes it off the glass. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
And at 6'7", Johnson has the height to bang down low. He's terrific at getting quality shots in the post.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That is his first foul of the game. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. Ogilvy is checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Walker. Now here's Smart. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. The putback. It's good on the putback. Williams has got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Boucher. No good there off the double clutch.
Very dangerous.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that's a...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. On the court right now for the Celtics. They've got Ogilvy. Neesmith is out there with Williams. Then there's Smart, and it's Pritchard in at the point. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month, the shot block leaders. And the Raptors with the ball, down by 12. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Williams, and Williams with the stuff.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
It's intercepted. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Now here's Nesmith. Tight defense on him. Here's Pritchard. Williams, great positioning on the putback.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Williams. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Gets behind the D on the break, and the passes, I mean, it's there waiting for him.
Outside, Smart. Thomas with the steal. And here they come. Pull-up jumper. And it's Davis missing. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Boston. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. And he's able to get it back. Raptors trail by 14. Here's Thomas. And it's blocked.
Unbelievable rejection from Smart there. Really using his insane vertical to send that one back. It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Toronto, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. McCaw misses.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
And the Celtics making a change here. Boston leading by 14.
Hey, yo, right here.
Teague with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. Teague against Siakam. From deep. No good. Elbow shot. Not enough on that one as it misses. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. There's the feed to Thompson. Stolen by Van Vliet. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Powell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's Walker following the basket by Fred VanVleet to the inside and stolen by Siakam. They're running. Here's Powell. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. And the Celtics making a change here. Williams has checked in. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And here's VanVleet from the arc. And again, Toronto no up. Celtics leading by 12.
And when talking about Tatum, it's hard not to think back to 2017 when Danny Ainge traded back to 3, essentially choosing him
over Markel Fultz.
Yeah, and now Fultz is starting to pick it up a little bit, though. Watch him. He's going to be dynamic. But you're right. Certain deals can define a franchise. And Age, he's unafraid to take chances. You gotta love how Brown finishes strong, driving fast and hard to the cup for the rim-rocking Shazam.
And it's good, 2 points. Van Vliet's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Raptors trail by 14. It's Brown with the drive, and then Brown with the dunk.
He can go inside, he can shoot it, he can dominate on the fast break. And tonight, Brown is doing it all.
Stolen by Walker. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break, and finished off by Brown.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Brown, finished off the break. Brown's got 16 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Passes it to Lowry from 12 feet out. A rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Walker. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Can't shake Walker. He's just a master at cashing in on these and-one opportunities.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Here's Lowry, and the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Oh, you love the heart that Brown plays with on D. Always do.
And so it's the Boston Celtics in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Powell in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. A new group in now for the Raptors. Watanabe's checked in. Thomas comes in for Norman Powell. Terrence Davis, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And McCaw is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Nesmith, he's checked in for Boston. Teague comes in for Kemba Walker. And Teague, here we go. Banked in off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
Semi Ojeley's checked in for the Celtics. Green comes in for Jaylen Brown. To the paint. Here's Boucher. Basket counts.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Boston shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Teague can't hit. The Raptors shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. And the pass to Watanabe. Down low. Here's Boucher. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Williams. Oh, that's blocked. High post, Davis. We know, Greg, the NBA is full of superstars, yet you can foul out of the game after 6 personal fouls, and some have suggested instead just tacking on an extra free throw when a player commits their 6+ foul, and then they can stay in the game.
You know, I think something along those lines could make sense. No doubt it's tough to see the marquee player riding the bench because it's not just the sixth foul, right? In some coaches, you pick up 2 in the first quarter, you're done for the quarter. You pick up a 3rd in the second, you're done for the half.
Yes.
So I would like to see something, but I think it's got to also be fair. Maybe you get free throws and another possession. Maybe something along those lines might be in the best interest of the game.
I like that. Celtics leading by 21. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Right side Teague. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Teague's got 4 points this quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Williams with the steal. Thompson up top. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Misses in close. Here's Powell. And there it is for him.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. And it's Baines missing.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
To the inside. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist from Smart. Thompson's got his first basket.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jaylen Brown.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
And Boston has possession. Outside Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Takes the three. That one, no good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them.
that's what moves you in.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, hi everyone, we're coming to you live on. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Bam Adebayo.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
So here's Miami's starting group. Butler and Olynyk, the forward duo. Kendrick Nunn out there with Robinson. And it's Adebayo in at center. And for the Raptors, Siakam is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lowry in at the point. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Quick and athletic, Butler able to beat his opponents right to the tin. Kendrick Nunn playing at Southside Chicago's Simeon High. That's the exact same high school that one Derrick Rose came from. He also played alongside Jabari Parker and won 4 state titles there.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And those 4 straight titles in Illinois record made it 7 total in Simeon's history.
That's unbelievable stuff, and that's probably why there's great reason why Kendrick Nunn's jersey hangs there in the rafters. Only 4 players have gotten that honor.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Bam grabs the board, and then Bam knows what to do.
VanVleet kicks to Siakam. VanVleet looking around. Toronto working the ball around now. Siakam misses.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Pass to Olynyk. The kick outside to Butler. Robinson passes to Nunn. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Here's Adebayo. And finally they hit one. Adebayo's got his second bucket.
Well, around the rim, Bam Adebayo makes so many things happen because he's so athletic.
Nunn against Lowry. VanVleet right side. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Nunn. They get the rebound. That one drops for him. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Count that one from VanVleet. And this is the time of year when teams can start to lose their focus just a little bit. How tough is it, do you think, to stay motivated at this stage of a long season?
Well, teams who have big aspirations, Kevin, aren't suffering through any of this. The other teams that are trying to be acutely aware of the potential of their team are watching their players very intently as to whether their focus can be maintained during the next 2 to 3 weeks of this season.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Now you try your best defensively to push Bam away from the rim. That's easier said than done.
Here's Lowry. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Back to Nunn. Anunoby sends it back, and he gets it back. Nunn finds Adebayo. Great look, but off the mark.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now here's Butler. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Robinson passes to Adebayo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And the Raptors making a change here. Baines is checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Achua, he's checked in for Olynyk. Tyler Hero comes in for Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Nothing wrong with being physical, but that's just over the top.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Johnson comes in for Norman Powell. Matt Thomas, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. We've got a chance here, so let's now look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The league's stingiest teams. The Heat third.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on. A moment to check out Bam Adebayo here. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's putting up about 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders when he is in the game. A great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Heat shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Trevor Ariza, one of those hard hat guys who you know you're going to get what you get from him on a nightly basis. Guard on defense and be a capable three-point shooter. Just comes to do his job.
Now here's Davis. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. To the middle. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Thomas dishes to Davis. And so it's Miami going into the break with a 10-point lead. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Heat, Dragic is out there with Hero. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Achua. And it's Butler in at the small forward position.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now, here's Thomas. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Ariza with the rebound. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Good on the triple. Butler's got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat.
Well, the floor is going to open up now if Jimmy Butler can knock down something from that distance.
Now the pass to Boucher. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The 19-foot shot. The dunk by Achua.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And so here's Toronto, following the score by Miami. And Baines kicks to Davis. Toronto working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. Toronto needs to get off a shot. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. The Heat also changing it up. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Ariza. Duncan Robinson comes in for Tyler Hero. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. Now, here's Nunn. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Butler against Thomas. Back to Butler. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And, Bones, when you look at Jimmy Butler's elite impact at both ends, you could argue he's the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Klay Thompson might have something to say about that, GA, but certainly Jimmy Butler and his physical presence allows him to play a multitude of positions. So sliding down to the 3 and getting physical is something that Jimmy will do. We know that he'll take on any assignment and compete with it.
And just so crafty around the hoop. Lowry probably 6 feet at best, but and he can slip inside and score with the best of them.
Now here is Robinson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Heat lead by 15.
Yeah, Olynyk on the inside, just staying active and hitting the glass hard.
Fader on the way, and the shot goes in. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the night.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Inside, Achua, the pass to Robinson. Now here's Butler. Out to the right wing. Pass to Nunn. He kicks to Robinson. Butler deciding where to go with it. Achua, the pass to Olynyk. Back to Butler. To the right side. And another shot. That one's not going to go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
They're so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
And you want to respond in kind, but that last game, it was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. You ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
Passes it to Achua. The kick outside to Butler. There's 37 seconds left here in the second. Robinson passes to Nunn. Back to Robinson. Now here's Nunn. Fires at the elbow. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Achua. The kick outside to Butler. Olynyk the pass to Nunn. Now Butler. Outside Robinson. Back to Butler. Shoots over Powell. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Miami looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Things have been clicking offense.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to... So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They have a 13-point lead. And over to... And that should do it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Jimmy Butler, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Anunoby out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Lowry. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Achua, the pass to Adebayo. Right side, Butler from past the arc. Siakam pulls it in. Raptors trail by 13. Stolen by Robinson. Now Adebayo. He's got 6. The pass to Nunn. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well, but so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Van Vliet kicks to Thomas. It's stolen by Adebayo. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Lobs it up for Dragic. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Van Vliet. And he makes good on the layup. Van Vliet's got 6.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Butler on the way. Back to Dragic. Ariza outside. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Shots good by Boucher. Miami leading by 11. Outside Butler. Tips it up. Adebayo on the follow. 8 points for him.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Here's Boucher. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Ariza outside. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. From outside, off the mark. Raptors trail by 11. Here's Boucher. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Ariza. First trip to the line for him here.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Johnson comes in for Matt Thomas. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And Miami with a change here too. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Here's Ariza, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Johnson.
And Ariza much improved as a free thrower over the course of his career.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for. Ariza hits them both. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Van Vliet against Dragic. And with that, the Heat lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Johnson.
Shots like that can do wonders for a player's confidence. Does Johnson have it?
Ariza has the open look. Adebayo on the follow.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Dragic comes with the double team. It's stolen by Dragic. It's 2-on-1. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. It's tipped. Pass to Olynyk. Ariza against Johnson. Dragic the pass to Olynyk. Baines with the block. Now the Raptors moving it up. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Pass to Dragic from deep. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Norman Powell comes in for Fred VanVleet. And Miami also making a switch. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. To the wing on the left. Back to Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. That shot missing, so the Raptors will take it the other way. Powell for three. The Raptors rebound. Unable to get that one. Outside Dragic. The pass to Olynyk. Here's Hero. Guarded by Powell. Here's Adebayo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Adebayo's got 12 points in the game.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
And so it's Miami. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've got a big advantage. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Heat, Robinson is out there with Achua. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Hero into the shooting guard. Here's Anunoby. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Count it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Down low, here's Anunoby. Robinson pulls it in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Achua, oh yes he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Pass to Baines. Outside for Lowry. Over Nunn. Lowry can't get it to go. The Heat leading by 15. Here's Hero. Passes it to Adebayo. Over to the left wing. Hero, no good. The Raptors have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Anunoby. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. VanVleet passes to Siakam. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got 3 assists tonight.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Well, their pass it to Nunn. Wants to get it to Butler and does. 6 to shoot. And it's off from 3-point range. Raptors trail by 13.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebound.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
Nunn passes to Robinson. Kicks to Olynyk. Butler in the corner. Nunn up top. Now recovering. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And Olynyk doing a nice job just keeping the symmetry out there.
And that free throw good from Nunn. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Olynyk. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Miami.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Bam Adebayo.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
And there's the pass to Siakam. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, and this team depends on Lowry. I mean, so skilled at creating shots for himself or his teammates.
Nunn kicks to Robinson. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the middle, Butler with the ball. Picked up by Van Vliet. And it's Butler missing. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
Butler with the steal. Nunn against Van Vliet. Butler passes to Nunn. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This was a very... All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for...
the NBA.
Well, there's always a little extra motivation for a team. And David.
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, DA. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. You look at Miami. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And, of course, there's the Celtics, 2 spots down.
And you know, for the Celtics, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Daniel Tice out there with Thompson. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. And for the Heat, Butler and Olynyk, the forward duo. Robinson is out there with Kendrick Nunn. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the dunk by Brown.
And just awesome speed from Brown, blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Stolen by Walker. About a minute played so far here in the first. That one goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
With COVID shortening the season and the schedule, Steve, being tinkered with, do you think the NBA will make permanent changes to the season schedule?
Kevin, I don't think so. When everything gets back to normal, I think we'll be at 82 games and starting, like we usually do in October, September for games. I just think the NBA has done a fantastic job of being able to adapt to this situation. Great floor awareness there by Jimmy Butler, sensing one of his guys is open and gets it to him.
Olynyk with the steal. And here we go. It's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
2 points. That one goes.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Outside for Robinson. Deflects the pass. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Did you see the game plan is working already? 4 straight makes to start this one.
Here's Walker trying to get open as Thompson. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 6 points.
And a capable scorer from anywhere on the floor. You give Walker those kinds of looks and he's going to make you pay.
And the dunk by Olynyk.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Walker goes in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Miami. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. And a change for the Celtics. Williams is checked in. Now here's Dragic. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
And now look at Jason Tatum here.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Smart misses. Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And you talk about guys who play with that chip on their shoulder. Bam Adebayo has not forgotten he was cut from the U.S. national team in 2019.
And Greg, in fact, he told those close to him they will pay a little extra motivation, fuel for the fire.
To the left wing. Lets it go with a three. Up again. It's good on the putback.
A tireless worker. You don't have to call plays for Adebayo for him to score.
Boston leading by 4. Here's Pritchard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And Williams drops them both.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Here's Hero. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And that one, good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Dragic. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Adebayo finds Dragic. Adebayo against Williams. Low block shot and no good. Trying to use the glass. Here's Pritchard. There's the triple. Kemba Walker firing on all cylinders for the Boston Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about...
These guys work so hard in there.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Williams. Teague out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Williams. And it's Ojale in at the 3 spot. And Robinson comes to help. Pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. Tries again. Williams. That one no good. And it's Miami the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, they couldn't buy a bucket at times, and that's frustrating, and that game was not their friend.
Bad shot selection can put you in a hole, which can make you desperate, which can lead to even more bad shots.
It's good.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
The Heat trail by 4. It's Ariza on the wing. Outside Dragic. And it's good for 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The pass to Nunn. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him. That one goes. Count it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Walker gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And you see the speed on display. Walker using it well whenever he gets into traffic.
Nunn with it. Butler passes to Olynyk. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Walker, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And now a 5-point Boston lead.
That is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
The Celtics have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Outside Tatum. Williams. Miami grabs the miss. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Right side Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
And taken away by Brown. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Adebayo is checked in for the Heat.
Earning all rookie first team honors after a brilliant first year, Tatum quickly became a fan favorite.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The 3 from Tatum. Here's Thompson. Pass to Pritchard. Outside Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
How about Tatum there with the finish with some authority above the rim.
Passes to Tice. Here's Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Stolen by Robinson. He dishes it to Olynyk. Back to Robinson. To the paint. Stolen by Thompson. Tatum wide open. He fires one. They get it again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The Heat trail by 12. Pass to Adebayo. And it's blocked. From deep three-point range, it's Adebayo with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And Olynyk kicks to Nunn. Stolen by Thompson. And so it's the Boston Celtics.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, back. Kemba Walker was the story in the first quarter. He had 12 points and 1. And that'll...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Kendrick Nunn. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. In terms of acquiring the types of players you like, Greg, which front offices have you evaluated that really lead the way?
It's a great question. You know, I think coming off the dynasty, and if you ask Golden State, they'll tell you they're still in the midst of it. I think they do a terrific job. The Celtics are right at the top, too, though. Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens are in sync with what they do and how they develop players, but also how they find those diamonds in the rough. And let's give a shout out to Toronto with what they've done over the last 5 or 6 years. They've created a level of excellence there that has them on the same path as some of the best teams in our league.
A lot of good GMs out there. Danny Ainge of Boston, you talked about them, probably one of the best. Buries it from three-point range.
A terrific shooter with the range and confidence required to be successful. Tatum loves to let it rip.
And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Tatum. 14 points for Kemba Walker.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Olynyk. Yes, that goes in. Olynyk's got 8 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Walker surveying the floor. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 16.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
The Heat trail by 15. Nunn passes to Olynyk. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Nunn kicks to Robinson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
Outside Tatum. Back to Walker. Tatum on the wing. Walker in the corner. It's deflected.
A fearless big man. Olynyk isn't afraid to challenge opponents on their shots.
And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Down by 15. Dishes to Robinson. Walker against Nunn. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Celtics leading by 13. And stolen by Butler. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Adebayo. Good. Adebayo's got 4 this quarter.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Inside. The kick out to Tatum. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. To the wing right side. Olynyk finds Butler. Nunn against Walker. Nunn can't get it to fall.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
One-on-one here. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. The tray. But they recover it. Thompson dishes to Walker. Back to Thompson. Over Adebayo. Great D that time from Adebayo. The Heat trail by 11. Nunn wide open. Again, the miss by the Heat. For Boston, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. There's the pass to Tice. Trying to get open is Thompson. Brown. Good. Brown's got 10.
And you got to respect how accomplished Brown is down low, destroying whoever is in his way.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. And a new group in for the Heat. Achua, he's checked in for Adebayo. Ariza comes in for Kelly Olynyk. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn.
On the prowl, Butler with the block shot.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Shoots. That shot off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And so it's the Boston Celtics looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for the Celtics, they've got Smart. Williams is out there with Ojale. Then there's Teague. And it's Pritchard in at the 2 spot. 4 on the shot clock. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. And the Celtics lead by 15.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Ariza outside to the left side wing. From the line, that shot is off. And the Celtics going the other way now.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
From deep. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Shot's good by Hero.
A focused individual. Hero's not going to let a little contact affect his shot.
Teague against Dragic. Out to the wing. Here's Ojale. And the layup's good off the glass. Ojale's got his first points of the night.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Beautiful vision to find the open man. Gorn leading by example.
Dragic against Teague. He's looking for Williams and finds him. That one falls.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
To the middle. Here's Achua. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Achua's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Smart, wide open target with his 3.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Now, Smitty, you were a player with versatility and length. How much fun would you have had with today's style of play?
I think, Kevin, I was a guy that kind of played 1 through 3 at 6'8". But nowadays, I could have played 1 through 5. I would have loved playing the 5 position. Reason why, I could have got my shot off at any time I wanted. And the 3-point shot, Kevin, you can take 10, 12 3-pointers. I would have loved that.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Here's Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Showing off the dynamic athleticism, Bam is no stranger to rocking the rim.
Pritchard passes to Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Adebayo. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Tatum for 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And he just lulls the defense to sleep at times with his handle before pulling up. You can't back off this guy. That's just inviting trouble.
Trying to get open is Adebayo. Great D that time from Tatum. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. They grab their own miss.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Stolen by Thompson. From deep three-point range, a new 14 for Boston. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Walker.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. It's stolen by Brown. Thompson right side. Here's Tatum trying to get open as Thompson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. Now, none. They need this. Green with the rebound.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Tatum's shot is off. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Harkless finds Iguodala. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Okpala. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Strus. Here's Nunn. Again, the miss by the Heat. From deep. Can't hit that one. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win that...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
An aerial view of downtown Boston, our location tonight. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Both capable, DA. Thank you. Looking now at some numbers for him.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. OG Anunoby is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Lowry. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Van Vliet in at the 2. And for Boston, down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the 1 spot. Now here's Walker. Banked in off the glass. And players getting some rest during the All-Star break, but also, Doris, having a chance to refocus on their mission.
Kevin, you absolutely sense the urgency increase right after the All-Star break. The best tend to want to make their move and be playing their best basketball. And so the competitiveness goes skyrocketing.
Here's Walker after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Outside, Walker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
To me, what's special about Kemba Walker is we know the basketball skill. This guy's a devastating scorer, great pick-and-roll player, but as importantly, he is a tremendous teammate. You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay. Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And moving to a star-laden team last year, Walker continued to produce as he always has.
And the scoring average may have gone down, but that was totally expected. This has been a seamless integration of Kemba Walker. Coach Stevens has got to get some credit here. You allow Kemba Walker to play to his strengths, but you also allow him to thrive in the team situation with other talent.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Count the basket.
Some guys just have a knack to get to the cup. Kyle Lowry's all about being aggressive and assertive.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Terrence Davis, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Walker. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Walker with a clear path to the hoop.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Now here's Van Vliet. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Both teams will make substitutions. Siakam. And that one drops.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
Tatum against Powell. Puts up a 3. Tatum no good. Toronto trailing. Siakam with it. Williams picks him up. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Williams with the steal. 3-on-3. The 3 from Tatum. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
We know we're talking about a skilled scorer in these open floor situations. Jason Tatum knows where to be.
Here's Van Vliet. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
How about that? The quick feet, quick thinking makes the play an easy one in screen and roll action for Jason Tatum.
Raptors trail by 5. And the pass to Powell. Back to Davis. Knocked loose. Williams with the steal. And again, Boston running the court in transition. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Siakam. Chris Boucher comes in for OG Anunoby. Johnson, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Thomas subbed in for Fred VanVleet.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And he can extend the lead to double digits. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Count that one.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Celtics. 6-point lead. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
Now, here's Boucher. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
You know, couple that with the 4 big blocks. He was awesome on the defensive end as well.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Tatum. Ojale, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
And stolen by Tatum. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Ojale is out there with Williams. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Teague in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Oh, that's offensive interference. It's blocked. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Celtics making a switch here. Walker's checked in. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. So it's the Celtics now. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. At the top of the key, Williams. Smart on the wing. Walker against Thomas. Walker the pass to Williams. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
The very definition of an unselfish star. Kemba Walker doing work with the pass.
On the wing, Johnson. To the inside. Boucher. The shot missing. Now Boston takes it the other way. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Baines. The putback. Rebound, Boston. They host the Kings after this game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Lowry against Walker. Over Boucher. Again, the Celtics good for 2. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. A new group in now for the Raptors. Siakam is checked in for Aaron Baines. OG Anunoby comes in for Chris Boucher. Norman Powell's checked in for Stanley Johnson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Matt Thomas. Walker finds Tice. He gets that one. Tice has got his first 2 points of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Raptors trail by 18. The drive by Lowry. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line. Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Walker goes in. Here's Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You know, he just plays with such tenacity on both ends. Williams is a rising talent who wants to prove he belongs.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Teague comes in for Walker. The Raptors also with a sub. Davis is checked in. It's tipped and taken away by Brown. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got his first 2 points.
Well, I'll tell you what, impeccable work from Jeff Teague inside, showing great patience down in the lane.
Siakam's shot is off. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. Brown against Powell. It's Brown with the drive. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Anunoby following the basket by Jaylen Brown. And the Raptors miss again.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Tatum looking around. Launches it. Hits the 3-point bomb. Tatum's got 11 points.
This, to me, is an area that Jason Tatum really worked on. That 3-pointer now one of the most dangerous aspects of his game.
Count that one from VanVleet.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and we saw Kemba Walker lighting it up in the first half. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. This has been a bounce-back game. And that's a wrap with the...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Toronto right now, we've got Fred VanVleet. OG Anunoby is out there with Powell. Then there's Lowry. And it's Siakam in at center. And taken away by Brown. Tatum wide open. He fires one. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
And taken away by Brown. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Lowry can't get it to go. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Boston making some changes. Williams comes in for Thompson. And Smart subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And then for Toronto, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Siakam. And Chris Boucher's subbed in for Anunoby. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Van Vliet. Drops in the layup for 2. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Walker. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Simply stated, Kemba cooking right now.
Down low. Here's Baines. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Outside, Smart. To the wing on the left. Tice, no good. The Raptors shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Baines. Chalk up 2 there. He's got 7. Celtics leading by 22. Passes it to Tice. The shot, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop. Good work there as it goes. 8 points for Fred VanVleet.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead. This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Pass to Thomas. Stolen by Walker. Here's Ojale, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
There's such a confidence level in Kemba's passing ability. This guy knows where and when to deliver the ball.
Boucher kicks to VanVleet. Boucher passes to Baines. And a missed layup. For Boston, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Teague against VanVleet. From the top of the key, the putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
6 seconds left to play in the third, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Well, listen, dunking is not just for the bigs, right? How about your point guard, Jeff Teague, finishing with authority? Nice.
And so it's the Boston Celtics, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Round the small forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Then there's Teague. Then it's Williams. And it's Pritchard in at the 2 spot. That's the Boston 5. Powell down low. He kicks it to Baines. And since last season, Doris, a lot of coaching changes. Why do you think so many?
Kevin, I think there's a lot of contributing factors. Some of it is ownership and front office changes. Whenever that happens, coaching changes are often the next shoe to drop.
The drive by Lowry. And it goes down 2 points. Lowry's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Raptors.
Well, nice finish from that point. Kyle Lowry's got a ton of ways to score once he gets into that painted area.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Pass to Powell. Now Siakam. Clock at 6. Here's Baines. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Williams. And here's Tatum for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Baines has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for T. And Toronto also making a switch. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Aaron Baines. The offensive rebound, Thompson. Outside Tatum. From deep three-point range, but he stays with it. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
The pass to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Siakam gets a hand on it.
I'll tell you, Siakam has the ability to intimidate offensive players. How about that one? Send it back.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those 2 things have been critical to his growth.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. Van Vliet passes to Lowry. Floats it up there for Siakam. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Now there's elite athleticism by Pascal Siakam. Makes that easy work.
Here's Pritchard. That shot off the mark. Now Toronto takes it the other way. From 7, it's hauled in by Brown. Boston leading by 18. Outside Tatum. Beyond the arc. That shot no good.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Anunoby, good.
Wow, what an easy look Kyle Lowry creates for his teammates. One of the best setup men in the entire league.
Passes it to Tatum. It's stolen by Lowry. And again, Toronto running the court in transition. Some solid defense from Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 16-point lead.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Celtics.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Walker.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Green dishes to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. Just 3 to shoot to end the cold streak. Offensive rebound. 32 seconds left in the 4th. Over to the left wing. Here's Watanabe. He's guarded by Williams.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Here's Bembry over Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Here's T. Right side, Williams. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming to you tonight from the American... And we've got...
Hey, Kevin,
Everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David, thank you. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Anunoby in a power forward. And for the Heat, Butler and Olynyk, the forward duo. Kendrick Nunn out there with Robinson. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. Well, as we enter the back half of the season, some players are worn down. But, Greg, are there certain players who really dial in at this point, who find traction with their game?
No doubt about it, Kevin. Especially for the veterans who understand it's a marathon and not a sprint. You really are trying to build up towards this portion and take your game and your mindset to another level. So this is a time for those guys when they just start to hit their stride.
And it's the Heat with the ball after the Raptors pick up 2. It's good on the putback.
Well, Olynyk's presence on the offensive glass is big, mostly because he is big.
Now here's VanVleet. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Here's Siakam. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all 3 looks.
Robinson with it. Lowry picks him up. Nunn kicks to Adebayo. Back to Nunn. Pass to Adebayo. And here's Nunn. Covered by VanVleet. 4 on the clock. Olynyk laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Olynyk's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Well, Kelly Olynyk can score all over, but really valuable when you start to get points from this kind of balanced attack.
Robinson against VanVleet. Siakam passes to VanVleet. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
Now, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Butler kicks to Nunn. Pass to Olynyk. And he uses the glass on the layup. Olynyk's got 6 points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
To the paint. Siakam misses.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And here's the fast break. Powell, the pass to Siakam. Lowry controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Achua, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Riza comes in for Olynyk. Heroes checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
VanVleet brings the double team. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And again, it's the Heat missing.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Here's Lowry. Here's Baines. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
The dunk by Achua.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Pass to Powell. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Some changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Matt Thomas comes in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Last outing for Toronto unsuccessful. It was a loss to the Pistons in Detroit. And that one drops for him.
Such a smooth shooter. Assertive hero right now on offense.
They double him with Butler. Butler with the steal. It's blocked.
But whether the shots are wide open or contested, he is just having no luck right now, guys, with anything.
And there's the pass to Powell. Pass to Boucher. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And Toronto making a change here. Johnson's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Heat trail by 9. Here's Butler. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
Here's Davis. That shot misses. Good D by Ariza. A dunk by Achua.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And so it's Toronto bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing up. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Hero out there with Dragic. Then there's Achua. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 down low. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
A rangy 6'8", Ariza finishing with force.
Raptors leading by 5.
And Bam Adebayo has a chance to be a very good interior defender. The way he moves his feet, and because he's so physical, he's a presence down there.
Dragic with it, picked up by Davis. And Adebayo throws it down.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
Here's Boucher, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Brent Story has it in his draft workouts. The Heat ran Adebayo to exhaustion, then put him to the test carting wing players.
Yeah, they looked at him and said, in effect, you must not know who I am and the kind of work that I've done. He's got that kind of edge, and that's the thing that this Heat culture is always looking for.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Olynyk, he's checked in for Achua. Duncan Robinson comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Tyler Hero.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
To the left side wing. Here's Anunoby. The shot that time, not on target. And Miami the other way now. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
The failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball all night.
Well, the defense against them had a little something to do with it, but you still got to go out there. You got to find a way to get good looks. You got to keep working the system, and quite frankly, they just couldn't do that.
Thomas passes to Boucher. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside Dragic. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Pass to Olynyk. Adebayo down low. Covered by Siakam. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Adebayo's got the game tied up here for the Heat. Raptors have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's VanVleet. Rebound by Olynyk.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
So they take the lead. Robinson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Heat.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Siakam misses. And here are the Heat now. They're on a 15-6 run. None can't get it to fall.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Are we sure that Bam's not wearing a watch out there? Perfect timing.
The Heat have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group in for the Heat. Achua, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Reza comes in for Duncan Robinson. Butler, he's checked in for Kendrick Nunn. And it's Tyler Hero in for Goran Dragic. And the Raptors also making a change. Baines is checked in. And it's Miami with the rebound. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench so crucial to any team's success.
Here's Baines. That shot no good. And it's Miami the other way. On up the court. Here's Butler. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now a 4-point Heat lead.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Here's VanVleet. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. VanVleet's got 6.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Passes to Adebayo. And Baines pulls it down. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Powell. Lays it up and banks it in. Powell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even
It's all tied in Miami. And join us right back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. Miami had some issues in the first quarter. A big part of the problem was their defense. And that does it for our halftime show.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. And you look at Adebayo. What a contribution.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Anunoby out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Lowry. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Powell in at the 3. Here's Nunn. Second chance shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Fred VanVleet picks one up.
And the defense just all over Bam, but he hangs tough.
And Adebayo drops them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Here's Van Vliet. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Nunn. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
And with a name like Duncan Robinson, you wonder, were his parents Spurs fans?
Good call, GA, but I don't think so. He was born in 1994. That's a few years before Tim Duncan joined the Spurs alongside the Admiral. Good NBA name.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Miami trailer. Nunn finds Robinson. Here's Adebayo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Heat shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. A new group in now for the Raptors. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Stanley Johnson comes in for OG Anunoby. Thomas checked in for Norman Powell. Davis is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. Next, what a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. Oh, Jimmy, that was impressive.
Raptors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Boucher. That one good for 2. Boucher's got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
To the middle. Here's Adebayo. The rebound by Johnson.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Here's Dragic, and the shot goes down. Dragic has got 7 points.
It's an energy boost not only for the player but for the team when Dragic gets hit like that and still finishes over the defense. His teammates are pumped.
And he makes that one. And the Raptors lead by 2.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And Adebayo's game continues to grow. He's on fire right now.
For Toronto, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the 3rd. A 75% clip. Lowry's shot is good. He's got 6.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Outside Butler. Jacks up a 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Thomas, and then Thomas with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. The kick out to Dragic. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. Butler. Excellent D from Thomas. Raptors leading by 4. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Lowry from deep three-point land. No good that time. And it's Miami the other way. Inside. And here we go. It's Butler.
I don't hear about it much, but players who've had 5 or 6 seasons in the league, you wonder where their motivation comes from. Remember, Jimmy, the last pick in the first round in that 2011 draft. Maybe that edge is still there.
And a new group in for the Heat. Achua, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Reza comes in for Olynyk. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic.
Man, way over the defenses. Jimmy Butler gets some airtime.
Pass to Baines. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hero passes to Nunn. 13 feet away. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Van Vliet, and the layup falls. Van Vliet's got 6 here in this quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Outside Butler. And it's Ariza in the corner. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Achua, no good. It's deflected and stolen by Ariza. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Raptors lead by. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got hero Trevor Ariza out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Achua in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Toronto shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Van Vliet passes to Baines. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got his 6th rebound on the night. Good ball movement here by the Heat.
Smart play by Jimmy Butler. Spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. Trailing by 2. Shoots from 8. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? No good that time. The Heat go the other way with it. And here comes Ariza, leading the fast break. Pass to Nunn. Dishes to Ariza. Just 5 to shoot. Nunn passes to Achua. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Here's Powell. Ariza with the rebound. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, Jimmy Butler just too athletic on that play. Look at the height.
Passes it to Baines. Makes it off the glass. Baines has got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
It's Ariza on the wing. Nunn against Van Vliet. Here's Hero. Now the pass to Achua. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Kendrick Nunn. Olynyk comes in for Trevor Ariza. Robinson is subbed in for Hero. Van Vliet with it. Robinson picks him up. Count that one from Van Vliet. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 5 assists tonight.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there? Just finding the open man, and guy's been doing this for now over a decade.
Butler, no good. Raptors leading by 3. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Van Vliet. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Heat have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Lowry can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Here's Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Butler's got 10 points in just the second half.
And Jimmy Buckets is alive.
And yes, it's good. And the Raptors lead by 1. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any round. Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Van Vliet passes to Baines. Rebound by the Heat. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That's foul number 2 for him. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for the Heat. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Right side, Butler, back to Nunn. Pass to Olynyk. Shot clock at 6. Count it!
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Lowry with the ball. Now defended by Adebayo. Lowry kicks to Baines. Got it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Lowry against Nunn. Pass to Olynyk. Anunoby sends it back. Here's Van Vliet. No good. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. That was a fun night. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Olson, this